the hurdles regarding political reforms which we are now facing. And finally, in conclusion, I would like to add my thoughts regarding thesis presented by Agha Sahab. The creation of Pakistan is a result of a political struggle under the leadership of Mr. Jinnah, who was a politician, and Muslim League, a party of liberal democratic ideology, won the case of Muslims of the subcontinent and got a country. This is the main thrust of this paper. Historically speaking, since the creation of Pakistan, the political leadership was unable to deliver the democratic culture, which resulted many setbacks. First, the objective resolution of 1949, which has institutionalized the role of religion in this country. Constitution, which was not formulated in the initial years of Pakistan, it was formulated in 1956. And finally, martial law was implemented in 1958, which crushed the political culture of Pakistan. Since then, tussle was going on between the democratic forces and dictatorial forces. In 1968, uprising against dictatorship resulted in elections. The result of that election separated one wing of Pakistan. Thus, Mr. Jinnah's Pakistan was ended in 1971. Then another democratic elected government took charge and formulated a consensus constitution of 1973, but again it was abrogated in 1977 with another martial law. After the demise of General Zia in 1988, country's politics was radicalized in many ways. Sectarianism and ethnic politics was institutionalized since then. Religious extremism was introduced in 80s, and now it is playing a very negative role in Pakistan's politics. After 1989, democratic governments come and go, but political stability was a dream in that decade of 90s. Musharraf came in power in 1999, but again, the issue of fundamentalism and the war against terrorism and ethnic issues were not addressed properly. The year 2008 brought another era of democracy, but it is not a participatory and functional democracy. Challenges are very huge. In this brief scenario, the issue of political reforms can be easily analyzed. In a country where democratic and political forces are very weak, it is simply impossible to raise hope for them to do political reforms in this sense. The need of hour is to consolidate democratic political system. Space must be given to those political parties so they can become mature, and finally rule of law must be consolidated. Some of my observation regarding the keynote address. First, change in accordance with our ideology and religion does not recognize sectarianism. I agree both these issues are related to the consolidation of democratic forces. International alliance with Muslim states. Actually, international politics is revolved around national interest, and each state has its own national interest. Religion can be a secondary role, and religion cannot play in this regard. The classical example is Organization of Islamic Conference, whose member countries cannot take a stand collectively because of its national interest. Another point which was made in the keynote address regarding armed forces. Armed forces protect ideological and territorial boundaries of the state, but according to the Constitution of Pakistan 1973, the duty of armed forces is to protect the physical boundaries because it is a professional army. As far as ideology is concerned, we have an experience of ideological army in Zia's era, and still we are witnessing the disaster of that era. Finally, about the concept of Ummah, we have been witnessing that throughout history, it was never ever materialized. As I have mentioned above, that an era of nation-state system, when state and nation has its own idea of Ummah, has no place in international relations. The classical example is OIC and Arab League. The question arises here that in presence of OIC, why we have Arab League and why Arab League is functioning today. In conclusion, realistically speaking, liberal democratic parliamentary system where maximum provincial autonomy is guaranteed, and this is the only way towards a consolidation of democracy in Pakistan. I have raised certain questions, and I wish that in question answer session we have an interactive discussion. I will not take your time more than that. These are certain issues, questions and points which I have raised now. Thank you very much.